Hi there, it's Darlene. I hope you're doing well. So, Philip has just put out a leaderboard that shows everybody's sales and how many sales that they've made. And you would be amazed at how abysmal the numbers really are. What would you think if I tried to sell you a program for $2,000 to $2,500 that only had a 3% success rate? I'm going to show you that. And I'm going to be showing you how people from within Seven Figure Accelerator are manipulating the reviews on TrustPilot. Okay? And I have direct proof of their conversations within the Facebook group of them doing it. And then I can show you the same people out here on TrustPilot. And then I'm going to be showing you their pictures in their Instagrams for those that have Instagrams and show you exactly how they've lied. Because you see, now that leaderboard is out that Philip himself put up, I can now see exactly who's made money and who hasn't. Right. So, and I've got their names because in Facebook group, you need to have your name, right? Instagram, it's their real name, TrustPilot. Usually their real name, but some went in under fake names. So this is what TrustPilot looked like when, not last video, but my previous video. This is what TrustPilot looks like. Looked like 12 reviews and at a 2.2. And that was on the 5th of August. Yeah, you can see the date in the upper left-hand side. That's where I took it, the 5th of August. And it is now the 12th. So 7 days later. And here's what it looks like now. Yes, now it's 51% 5-star. There were no 5 stars before. It's gone up to 3.3%. Now we do have some negative ones here as well. However, starting like now 15 hours ago is the last one, and then you'll see them all coming in, and you go straight down to the bottom. All these are just coming in one big clump, all of these green ones. Next page. There we go. And it just started right here 3 days ago with Marge Ash. She's just the first one, though. Let's check out the conversation, that flurry of conversation that happened, though, within the Facebook group. Now, as much as I am peeved by these people, I do have to continually remind myself that in that Facebook group, it's like you're being plunged into the middle of a tent revival, a religious tent revival, where it's all so rah, only instead of religion, it's money. Someone's making sales, this person making sales, always, and it's always rah, and negative stuff is not allowed to be put in there. Very seldom. I will also show you tonight of a place where a conversation was stopped because it went in a direction the admins did not want it to. Even normal questions aren't even put up, probably because they don't have any coaches around. I mean, it's really horrible in here in that people get sucked in and they're drinking so much of the Kool-Aid that they lose sight of what's actually happening. And these people are not experienced marketers. So I don't even know if they understand what the whole lifetime cookie thing is all about that I was going on about last night. So they have no idea that this is all set up so that Philip Johansson is drip feeding them their commissions whenever basically he sees fit. And I've seen so many of them will get one sale at the beginning, and that'll keep them going for months and months and months, thinking that, oh yeah, I could do this. Because a one sale, that's like $1,000. So that's quite the little boost, right? And just sprinkle them around here and there. And I'll show you on the leaderboard where he's doing exactly that. Now, some people are making it big, and that's what everybody wants. But you know what? There's not that very many of them. So these guys are just the masses that they want to keep quiet, right? So they keep giving them the Kool-Aid and pumping them up with these mindset coaching calls and all this stuff, and then tell them in the Zoom calls, well, your video just isn't good enough. You need to tweak it. You need to do this little thing, that little thing, that little thing, and make it feel like that they're the failures because that's why they're not making sales, right? So their frustration, I'm sure. Those that have had success, can you do a TrustPilot review, please? I've had a couple people put off by the crappy reviews. I'm not asking anyone to write anything they don't believe, but I'm sure we can do better than what's there. Maybe you should go read those reviews. See what they're saying. Oh, people. Hey, this is a fantastic idea. There are some people who join the program and it doesn't work out for them, and that's okay, but not great when they leave us a negative review. Us? Who is this person? Us? It's not an admin, so I don't know who us is. Especially when we do all we can to ensure everyone's success. That said, the positive cases / results far, far outweigh, and if everyone could have leave a review, it would be fabulous. Yeah, I don't know who the heck this person is. And yeah, I'm still leaving the name blanked just in case. But I mean, what the heck? As I've always said, that there are like people planted in here that are like just to keep everybody happy and upbeat. And I think I just see one there. Next person, I've had the same. Let's put some positive reviews on. Yeah, don't go out and read those negative reviews. Oh, God forbid. No, let's just game the system. Gosh, why didn't we think of this sooner? Thanks. Oh, yeah. I guess the assumption would naturally be that the reviews were mostly positive. Well, because that's all they've ever seen inside the Facebook group. And they are not encouraged to look outside the Facebook group, not anywhere outside that. Why not? Just think of it. It's just the same way as an abusive relationship, basically. Make sure that the person doesn't have any friends outside of this system. Make sure they're kept in this closed off system, and all they see is this positivity and the information and the hype that we feed them. We being Philip, of course, feed to them to keep this way. And they won't go out and read the reviews, or very few. They're starting to, though. Surprising to find they are not. So if folks who have had big wins, this is a good one. So if folks who have had big wins could write a positive post that could address the imbalance on the site, above all, be honest, and it should be fine. That's a brilliant idea. What actually happened is that 20 of them went out to the site. These are all stone cold noobs. They have not made any money. They didn't realize that leaderboard was out and that anyone could go check. Well, they did, but they just didn't put it together. And then they went out and were saying, like, I've made money, or I've had results. They're using that line, where a result, it can be like a view, a follow. But the big earners, they haven't jumped out there, except for Nigel Lavers. But I'll get around to him. But yeah, the ones that have had the big wins, they didn't go out there. There was only 5 of the 20 that had any results, had any actual monetary results, okay, money, out there. Everybody else had not made a thing. Absolutely, this could be a good thing to do. Agree on this. Everyone with positive experiences with the course should do a positive review. Now, some of them did go out there and just give a positive review, like, I like training materials, stuff like that. That I have no problem with. That's fine. You could do that. But, the other ones that were actually saying results, no. Done. 5-star review left. Everyone, make sure to do this. Great idea. Great idea. Anyone have the link at hand? This is a great idea. Yeah, I saw the reviews this morning and was quite shocked by the amount of negative reviews posted. I keep seeing such amazing results being posted on this Facebook group, and it doesn't resonate with the reviews I read. Well, no kidding. Look who's posting the stuff on the Facebook group. They're Philip, or they work for Philip. They all work for Philip. This is pretty important because people have faith in sites like TrustPilot. Maybe the admins can address the negative comments on the TrustPilot site. That sometimes helps regain confidence for folks who might be interested in buying but who are discouraged by the mixed reviews. And I'm sure you guys have seen this, is where, like the you report something about a company, they'll come back and say, hey, they'll reply to it in some way to try and, whatever. I've had that happen myself when I've left reviews. But will Philip Johansson do that? No. And in fact, you'll notice if you go to TrustPilot or even just go to sevenfigureacceleration.com, the site just shows a ClickFunnels site. There's not even a landing page. He doesn't even have a website that shows this program. He has nothing in writing, nothing public, ever. So he's not ever going to reply to these. So then they come up with the Australian link, UK, main link, done. Just been reading the negative reviews. Seems a few are copy and paste across various accounts, like hell. Go look at the reviews. None are copy and paste. You can look yourself. That's a sign you're doing it well. If someone's gone out of their way to make numerous accounts to slam something they failed at. Oh, good. Yeah. This guy is just pulling it out of his butt. One guy never heard of it. It's a review site. Oh, and then they're all happy. It's working. Well done, everyone. Yes, after they've gone out and manipulated the system. There's the main product. Okay, that's the other explanation. Sorry. Done. 5-star review completed. Thanks for the idea. I have had great success in my first 30 days. So here are the numbers that I came up with. The 20 people are all listed here. Who commented on the Facebook post that we could track down, and then who were also on the leaderboard. So as you can see, of the 20 people, there's 5 people that we could find that were on the leaderboard, which means that these 5 people actually made some money. And you'll see under leaderboard it says yes, and then it gives a number, which is the number of sales. Everybody else did not make any money, or I certainly couldn't find them on the leaderboard, but I am only human. I may have missed 1 or 2, but all I could find with those 5. So all the rest say either IG or nothing. IG means at least they have an Instagram account, okay? At least they've gotten that far. The ones that say nothing, they don't even have an Instagram account. So that's how bright and shiny and new they are, right? Nigel really kicked out a lot of beginner people out there to go do his dirty work, basically. And let me show you why I say that. Nigel Lavers. I hope you all saw yesterday's video because I highlighted him. He knows he's being screwed over by Philip. He asked Philip some very good questions just 7 days ago. Sorry, 5 days ago. Jeez. And he knew that Philip was lying to him. And then he came out here and he did this. I earn $1,000 a day. Well, the reality of it is he earns a crap ton more than that. A lot more than that. Of course, he wants to protect his income. And these people that he's throwing out to TrustPilot, they're all the people that he's made money off of. If not him, then it's also people like him. But you also don't see any of the other big earners putting themselves out there for that. No. He's got a lot on the line, though. So yeah, he was even egging people on within the Facebook group to get out there and to go to TrustPilot and giving them the link. And as I say, it's no wonder, because here on the leaderboard, number 5 is Nigel. Now, Philip will never tell you how much these people are actually making because these people hardly know it themselves. He'll tell you number of sales. Well, if you think that even on the front end version, okay, the 7-figure accelerator that's between $2,000 and $2,500, and then they have to give some kind of a cut to Copecart, so they're making just under like $1,000 on that on average, give or take, around about $1,000. So I think of it as being about $1,000 per sale. However, a guy like Nigel, he's not just selling the front end. He's getting those upsells, the Diamond Club and all that. $10,000 more and more and more than that. And he's getting a percentage on that as well. So, 96 sales then takes on a whole new meaning. Even at just... Oh, and this is since the beginning of June. I don't know if I mentioned that, but it was started in June. So this is like June, July, and now it's the 12th of August. So in those 2 1/3 months, He's made 96 sales. So even at $1,000 a piece, that's $96,000. And as I just mentioned, that's not it. That's way, 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 way higher than that. So check this out. I mean, these top earners are really, I mean, as I say, just think of this as being $1,000 per sale, but plus, plus, plus. Except when you're getting down to the lower numbers, like anybody that's making, like if they've made 5 or 6 sales, that means about one per week. They're probably only selling mainly the front end. They could be selling a bit more than that, and especially when you're going down to those that have only got one, which is the vast, vast majority of them. Okay, that's only going to be the front end. That won't be a whopping upsell. Well, especially not if it's just one. It would have to be only the front end. So these guys are really making it good. And then you go down and see it goes down. It goes along fairly well, and then it starts getting a sharp decline. And this each page has 100 on them. The first 3 pages have 100. The last page only has 83. And it goes down to people that only have 5. So that's not even quite one sale a week. Now, still though, that's not bad money. Go to page 2 for the next 100, and it goes down, 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 down. Oh, and now we've got people that have only made 2 sales, and that is number 147. So there's only 146 that have actually profited. Because if you've made 2 sales, they're probably going to be lower end. So that's going to be $1,000 a pop, and that will just cover what you paid to get into the course. And if you've spent if you've spent more money on the course, which you would have had to for ClickFunnels, Aweber or GetResponse, camera equipment, lighting, stuff like that, that's all out of these guys' own pocket that Philip is always telling them to upgrade their stuff. So they're spending, I mean, imagine if you were hiring a sales force and you wanted them to pay you for the privilege of selling your stuff for them, then they have to go and buy their own uniforms and everything else so that they can go forth and sell your product. I mean, what a frigging brilliant idea Philip had here and has here. And then sell them on the idea that you have a magic lifetime tracking cookie so that you can steal their sales. So let's just pretend that the people here at 2 sales are actually breaking even and making their money back. Only 146 people made better than break even. The rest of these people, less. And you get the 2s, and then page 3 here. And then it goes suddenly down to the 1s at 210. 1s, these people haven't even made their money back. And there's quite a few of them. And here's something I noticed. When I first ran these numbers, there was only 383 people here. So that means that what Philip is doing is he's drip feeding the commissions in. Because as I showed last night, he is completely manipulating these commissions. He's taking a ton for himself. He's giving quite a lot to his top earners so that you have something to strive for. And then a whole lot of 1s just to give people a little bit of hope. And now people are going to be coming to this leaderboard and coming to it compulsively to check and see if they've made a sale and see if they're on there. And it'll keep their hopes up more and more, especially as he drips each person in, which costs him practically nothing, $1,000 here and there for the amounts he's making off of this behemoth. Let's look at the numbers here. So at present, there are 4,800 people in the Facebook group so that are in the program. As you just saw, there are, 383 people on the leaderboard when I did this. As you saw, it's now 384, and I told you about that. So of the 4,800 people who have purchased this program, only 8% have made money on it in the last 2 1/3 months. Because as I said, this went from the beginning of June. 8%? Now, as I've said in a prior video, over 2,000 of those people have come in just the last couple of months or so. But even before then, though, that still would have been, over 2,000 people that have come in over the last year. Now, if this was such a good program and people were making money, wouldn't you stay in and keep doing it willingly? That tells me that there's a lot of people that just didn't make it, that just got discouraged and thought, oh, I'm just that useless, I can't do it, and they went away. Of course, there's also going to be a certain amount of people that just won't take action. That there's absolutely those. And then there are going to be those that just, for whatever reason, decided against it or whatever. But still, only 8% are making any money off of it now. If it was that good and as easy and good and everything as in that sales video, get real. So then you saw all those people that only got one sale, right? So the number of people that only got one sale is 173 people, which is 45% of that 383. So just under half of them have only gotten one sale. And of that number, 63 of them are now at break even, so 16.5%, and 146 of them, or 38%, are making a profit. And some of them a hefty profit, some of them just a bit of a profit. But in total, 146 out of 4,800 people is only a 3% profit rate. That's abysmal. You would expect from all the hype and everything else, and all the look who's making money, look who's making money, look who's making money, that there would be far higher percentages than this. But the fact of the matter is that there are a lot of them in there that are not making any sales and have not been making sales for countless numbers of months. Have a look. So this is a very recent conversation from the Facebook group. It came out at just after the time of the TrustPilot email herding everybody on over to TrustPilot. And somebody asks, all right, guys, how long have you been at it and how many sales have you made? How long did it take before your first sale? So Danielle, admin Danielle, jumps in, hiya. Everyone is different, but if you follow the training, implement what it advised, and follow the guidance, you should receive a sale in no time. Some have made sales in their first week, and recently we've had members hit 50K in their first 6 weeks. 5 weeks here and no sales yet, but I know in time it'll come. After 6 weeks, I made my first and only sale. Been consistent since April 1st, posting 3 times a day and have 400 leads in my funnel. 400 leads and only one sale? That's insane. And this is supposed to be Philip Johansson's really hot, really good converting funnel. 400 leads and only one sale. I hope nobody's doubting that these sales are getting scooped, are going missing. Because I've got another review on TrustPilot to show you that's going to show you that those sales are going missing. Keep going. That's a great number of leads, and it is. I'm almost 3 weeks in and no sales. Oops, that's this one again, sorry. No sales with one lead. Still early days. I know I'm keeping my head up and pushing forward. It just helps to let it out sometimes, but I thank you all the same. I'm 1 week in, have been posting, and only have 12 followers on TikTok and 3 on Instagram. No leads or sales yet. Been at it 7 weeks. No one in my funnel, no leads, no sales, posting 1 to 2 reels a day and 3 to 4 stories. Also Instagram and TikTok followers very slow and low. Also I thought something was wrong with my Aweber, so I even created another email, but it's working, so there's just no one in my list yet. Good grief. 8 weeks, no sales. Been at it since April 1st sale. Oof. 1 month of posting, 3,000 leads, but 0 sales. That's a ridiculous number of leads. Like, congratulations, but no sale out of all that. Bye-bye commissions. Oh, you Philip, you fat fuck. Oh, yeah, I've noticed everyone's journey is different. I'm 4 weeks in already, posting 2 times a day in stories, 18 leads, no sales, hoping for the best. 1 month in, posting 2 times a day, still no leads or sales, videos only getting 20 views. Danielle to the rescue. Receiving sales and commissions in your first month is 100% achievable. Many of our members are achieving this by simply following the training and attending the live calls for feedback and implementing the guidance given. I'd encourage all to jump on the live calls, receive feedback, and soak up all the guidance given by Phil and his team. This isn't a case of roulette or potluck. You must work at this and follow the training. And at that point, Danielle turned off the commenting for the post. See where I've got it highlighted there at the bottom? And admin turned off commenting for this post. So I guess nobody is even allowed to say anything. But that's insane. People putting all those leads through. No wonder Danielle shut it down, because that is proof of fraud. And then I'm just showing you some miscellaneous ones that I've seen over the past week, basically. I see people making amazing videos and doing more than me, still not making sales. Then there are others absolutely crushing it. And I showed you that on the leaderboard. Some crushing it, not a lot, and most people barely making anything. Yes, I have no idea what's going on. I've been 1000% consistent. My videos are good and no luck. I have had 2 sales in 9 months, but others have had daily sale. So what's up with that? And then the next that down, almost 3 months and no sales yet. And then they're told it takes 6 to 12 months for things to take off. Really? Does anybody not, do people not remember the sales video? Where you're supposed to be spending 57 minutes a day cranking out these videos, and that you could make money as soon as tomorrow, basically, but that it wasn't going to take you very long. I mean, they're even offering financing and saying, well, the financing can come out of the money you're making. Whoa, what money? God. Another one. Started almost 3 months ago, but I keep trying to remind myself of the why I started, trying to focus and trying to give themselves pep talk. You aren't the only one. I'm months in and haven't made one. I fear with my autism makes me not look sincere on camera. Well, guess what? The sales video said that you didn't have to go on camera. But guess what? You do if you want to make if you want to make this work at all. I've been doing this since March with 0 results. You're only 2 weeks in. Yeah. I have to show you this one last review from TrustPilot because it's proof of this fraud of Philip stealing sales. This is the one I really wanted you to see, and this is only 12 hours ago. Stop. This is not right. This is from John from the US. I was an affiliate of 7-Figure Accelerator. I was only sending traffic to the offer because of the lifetime cookie that Philip Johansson said he had set up. Now I run only one source of traffic to this offer from an offline source. I track everything from my end using a traffic link I use. So up to 1 month ago, everything was fine. I was making the commissions from my traffic source. I track everything on my end. I would tell the people, after you buy, send me an email at XYZ for your one-on-one call on traffic package for free for joining. I had 3 people say they bought it through my ad, which is in the newspaper ad, and very targeted buyers through a newspaper. This is print media. They called me saying, we invested. These people aren't on social media. They are 50-plus-year-old people. So I know if they say they invested, they did. Anyways, those 3 people that bought would have made me over $6,000 in commissions. Guess what happened? I never got the money. I reached out to Philip Johansson and his team. He said, sorry, you did not get the sale. Someone else did. They must have clicked a link from someone else. Just like I was saying last night, huh? I said then, you started that it was a lifetime cookie. Where is my money? I contacted Copecart. They said contact Philip Johansson. Why would the payment processor say call Philip Johansson? It's supposed to be Copecart that's keeping track of this stuff. But as I said last night, Copecart's in this with Philip. Philip Johansson said contact Copecart. He can't give me an answer and says, sorry, you lost the sales. Move on. Like I just made you over $10,000 in profits, and you, he says, move on. Philip Johansson does not care because he is outside of the USA and lives online. After losing over $6,000 in commissions and still have to help those people and spend over $1,000 on ads, I lost money. It's fine, I'll get it back. But in the next 30 to 60 days, this program will go down. Then he wait maybe 30 days, then create a new offer to sell. I'm a multiple super affiliate online and run with the top dogs in the biz op space. And my friends online even said, we don't mess with him because he's not delivery on the offer and running away from giving us what is owed to us as affiliates. Run. Wow, wow, and wow. Buddy, if you happen to see this, John, if you happen to see this, I hope you reach out to me. My Telegram contact number is always in the description at the very bottom, right above the hashtags. And in fact, if anybody needs to get in touch with me, I would love to talk to you. We're slowly starting to share ideas and find out what law enforcement agencies people can go to get justice through. And I'm finding out now that in the United States, it's been recommended by a lawyer to someone who is going for a chargeback that you should go, if you're in the United States, go to your state attorney general's office, or call them rather. Don't go there, call them, or look them up online. And you can start getting things happening there, and they can help you. This man is targeting the U.S. heavily. That's what the whole course is about, right? So he's no better than one of these Indian call centers or these Nigerians that are preying on people online, only he's much, much slicker. You know, I thought this thing was bad when I first started reporting on it, but I obviously didn't have one sweet clue. And where does your money go? Yeah. Philip Johansson, a day ago, started up this stupid podcast on YouTube. And he's blogging about how rich he is and how wonderful it is to live like him. Well, Philip, we can see now how you're doing it. So yeah, if you look up Philip Johansson on YouTube, you can see these coming up now. He says he's going to be posting them every day. You might want to go tell him what you think about this program if you want to take any affirmative action. And as I mentioned, do put your true reviews on TrustPilot, because obviously we are in big need of them now. Only tell the truth, though. And if you think what I've been telling you has been beneficial to you, if you think my efforts are worth supporting at all, maybe consider buying me a cup of coffee. The donation link is at the top of the comments and in the description, and there's a super thanks button below. You take care and have a wonderful evening. Darlene out.